Hey guys, how we're doing? Today I'd like to spend the morning talking about financial literacy. There are some interesting statistics that show a scary trend that the number of financially literate people in the world is declining. And the largest demographic that's being impacted is the next generation of adults, so our current children and teenagers. Now, when I grew up, I had the benefit of the fact that my parents are both quite financially literate and good at money management, and they passed on, the elements of how to look after your money and how to ensure that you are financially stable in the future, right from when I was a little kid. Now, if we think about the fact that most children actually learn about money management from their parents, if their parents themselves are financially illiterate, it's a lot more difficult for them to pass on good money management behavior to their children, which means that you end up passing on bad ways of looking after your money, or maybe not the best ways of looking after your money, or a way of thinking about your money which is positively impacting the children. Let's remember, to many people, money is a very emotional subject, and they don't like talking about their financial standing. Maybe they're embarrassed about how they look after their money, or maybe about the fact that they don't understand the financial system very well and they don't want to show that to other people. So it sort of begs the question, who then should be responsible for educating our children and future generations on money management? I think it probably goes down to the school. I think the curriculums in schools need to be expanded to include money management, but that means that we need to have the material available, and we need to have teachers that are themselves financially literate to be able to educate children in this subject. So I think it's still going to take some time before that happens. So it probably still sits with parents. The reason why I bring this up is because for the Fintech Daydreaming podcast that I host with my friend Villa, we had the opportunity this week to record the next episode that comes out at the end of the week with a gentleman called Philip Haglund, a Swedish guy, young, really cool guy, who is the CEO of Gimme. Now, Gimme is an app that you can download in most countries to mobile phones, focused on educating children around money management. It takes a very interesting approach to money management and educating children in a sort of collaborative approach with their parents. It gives the children a large number of ways to earn money, to have some elements of gamification, but also analyze their spending, to think about how they feel about having spent their money, and document whether they feel good about the purchase or bad about the purchase afterwards. It also has elements to promote saving rather than spending, so you can include interest that gets earned on money that you save, etc. I think it's a fantastically good app. I've given it to my children to play with, and I think that the future roadmap that Philippe shared with us for the app is really, really good. I also wonder a little bit about the role of banks in the future sort of education of money management to the younger generation. I can understand that banks maybe don't see children as a key demographic for them. Obviously, the return on investment is quite long if you consider the fact that most banks want to engage customers at the point when they are buying houses for mortgages, etc. You've got a long time before most children are getting to that point. But maybe in this continued shift towards client centricity, there are some new models coming out where banks can actually build that trusted relationship with the younger generation to turn them into valuable customers further down the road. Some interesting thoughts there. I think we still have some time to go. But check out the podcast episode that drops on YouTube tomorrow morning, Thursday, and on all other channels on Friday morning, where we talk to Philippe around the whole trend of financial literacy and educating the younger generation on money management. I'd be interested in your thoughts, if you're a parent, around education of your children into money management. Let me know. Talk to you again on Friday.